Hello, hello, Libra. Welcome to my channel. My name is Donatella, Empress of Swords. Thank you guys and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, thank you so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. April 2020 is going to be a very huge change for you. For one, for me, April is also the time of the Assyrian calendar New Year's. Originally, when we first created the calendar, you'll notice that April was the time of new beginnings, when things first originally started. So if you notice, sometimes I'm not going to be able to do the readings all the time because I have to make sure that I watch the energy, make sure that it's completely, purely from a positive energy. So that way I can show you guys how to move and shape this energy a little bit more. The thing is though, Libra, you of all people know that we all need to work together. All of us human beings in the world, we need to work together in a more positive atmosphere where we all get along and things just work out better for everybody else. And we can't come from a selfish place anymore as human beings. We know this. The thing is that as everything changes for us, as everything evolves for us, Libra, you're seeing that everything needs balance. Everything has been out of balance. You're realizing it from yourself. You're realizing it from the outside. But the way we need to do this is actually just be aware. The time is now. We're awakening. All of us Libras now are awakened. We're awakened to exactly what is around us. As you guys know, there's been more viewers and more readers as Libras than ever. Right now, Libras are standing up together. And this is just something that I have really, really radically noticed. If you guys ever noticed, astrology originated from the Assyrians in Babylonia. That is my bloodlines. If you guys want to look me up on Facebook, my name is Donatella Anukin Mushek. I provide lots of information about our ancestors. I explain a lot of things about astrology. I also explain to you guys that it was an empire that invented a lot of things. So when you go backtrack to the story and you start seeing how all of these things linked and start realizing that even though that my ancestors are in genocide right now, everything is like a full circle. It's like the Romans, you know, it's like the source of the problem. You have to go back to the source of the problem to change it all. And I'm telling you right now, this is going to go back to the origination of where you should have been, where your time is lost. You're going back to the beginning to fix it all. The thing about being a part of Venus, you know, that is your ruling planet. You are responsible of the relationship department. You're responsible of the love department. You're also responsible of making sure that everybody is balanced around you. And so it puts you in a tight place to be very honest. And it also automatically makes you a public person too at times. So you're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to talk about your rights. You're going to have to talk about what's fair, what's not fair, because you look at it from everybody's perspective. It's not that you only care about what's fair for you. You want to make sure it's right for everybody else. You want to make sure that the world is better, so that way you could see everything getting better and better as time goes by. And the reason why I'm mentioning this and I'm mentioning my history is because all of these two things link. If we didn't learn our lessons from Babylonia in the beginning and do the things that were right for us back then, we're going to keep continuing to do the things that we're doing now. All of this has been predicted already. There's many prophecies that you guys can see. There's many prophecies that you guys will come across. A lot of them is 11:11. 11:11 will explain in order of what the Bible is telling you, what the prophecy is supposed to be. And I'm telling you, as a Babylonian, an original ancient Babylonian, I'm telling you guys, we can backtrack this and change the reality of what we have done as humanity. So now that you guys have a perspective of how the world is connected, what we have done in history, what we can do right now, what it looks like in the future. You guys have a glimpse right now of what things are to come. You have that perspective. You need to be around people that are taking you more seriously on what your goal is, what your mission is, because I know you look at it wholeheartedly. I know that some of you are really, really some people that are really the chosen ones because of the leadership that you guys portray. Sometimes it could be in parenting, you know, because you guys want a fair balance and justice for the legacies in our future. Sometimes it could be about nourishment and health. You know, you don't take it too extreme, you don't take it too far, but also you don't try to let it go either, especially if you're in a high frequency Libra. You guys really try to let everybody feel the fairness, and you try to be as close as you can to people too. You try to be fair with people as much as you can too, but systematically it's not going to work for the economy, and you know, because systematically it's not working for the economy. Libra, I want you to know that you're heavily being spied on right now. There are people viewing you, there are people watching you, there are people that are critiquing you right now. They are listening, but they're also, I don't know if they're like judging you. Just be careful with how people are coming across you. Be really careful. Make sure that you're very direct. Make sure that you're crystal clear in your communications, especially if you're trying to be humorous, because I know that sometimes we can't be too serious, but sometimes even in your humor, just make sure that you're very direct in what you're doing right now. Because like I told you guys last month in your last month's reading, if you haven't listened to your last month's reading, please go back, listen to your last month's reading, and backtrack on what is happening currently today. Someone is heavily spying on you right now, but you're back on your throne, pretty much. You're at your king level now. You're not at your feminine level. Even if you're a woman, you're at a king stage now. So people are really listening to what you're saying. People want order, but people also want their own sense of freedom too. People also want to be able to express themselves. People are tired of being suppressed. People are tired of being repressed. And you see this too, Libra, especially if you're a high frequency Libra. You're going to share to people your ideas because you of all people have always known, and Capricorn is barely waking up to this. You of all people have always known that when you work together, you could go further and faster. The reason why I mentioned Capricorn is because there's two scales of Capricorn. There's a high frequency Capricorn and there's a low frequency Capricorn. When it's on a high frequency, it's very generous, it's very giving, it's very nurturing. But we are in the age of Aquarius right now, so Capricorn is being affected too. And what that means is when Saturn returned to Aquarius, we got to be really careful with how Aquarius is feeling as well now. So pay attention to that. Something that was really a huge concern with me was how Aquarius is dealing with this, and especially like some of the celebrities that we're watching right now. One of them I want to mention is The Weeknd. Some of his music, it kind of hurt me to listen to a song that he was trying to express to people that he should commit suicide because of all the emotional pain that he was going through. And as air signs, you know, we should also stick together and remind each other of how much glory and life and happiness there is, and not to forget about that. Even if we are in quarantine right now, you know, share with each other your experiences. What are you doing right now? We're cleaning up the backyard. We're making it awesome. What are we doing right now? We're preparing for a better future. What are we doing right now? We're planning on manifesting better income, other strands of income. What are we doing right now? You know, it's all about that. What are you doing right now, so that way we can plan for the future? And this is exactly what Libra is expressing. So one thing that you're going to express also too is to other air signs what the game plan is to before, because what is going to occur, because other air signs are actually wanting to talk to you too. They're wanting to express their ideas. They're wanting to pull all these things together so that something changes, so something manifests into something bigger, because you are really manifesting like crazy right now. The biggest thing on your mind right now is the 10 different projects that you want to do. There's 10 different burdens on your weight, on your shoulders. There's 10 different things There's 10 different things that you're supposed to manifest. You need to write them all down, exactly the 10 things that you want to do. If there's 10 businesses that you want to open, write them down. If there's 10 people that you want to help, write them down. There's the number 10 that's very special. And as we're talking, we're in the 10th minute right now. There's 10 burdens that are on your shoulders that is a project that you're supposed to manifest before you retire. And it's supposed to help humanity. Write the 10 down. It's all for humanity. In the distant past, you had paved a way to show others what a complete happy home was. I think in the past, you've been just trying to express that to others. You've been expressing to others and showing others what a happy home looks like. That's been your job all your life. Like now, people are realizing who you were in the past, and it's making you who you are as a person today. They're finally realizing who you were in your past, and it was a person that always really wanted some kind of family success, and now they're realizing who you are. In the recent past, you just look like you're successful by yourself. You know, you look like you're very happy and satisfied. You have everything. You're on your throne. You could do it all. It's not that you even need anybody's help. It's like, you have your God, you have your kids, you have your everything, anything you ever need. And if you don't even have kids, it's your choice, whatever you want. It's because you manifested it. So you're at that point of your life where it's your option. You can have all these 9, 10 things in front of you. Now it's like, what do you want to work on? The world is your oyster now. It's your project. Who's working with you? Are they listening to you? Do they want to group up with you? Do you want to group with them? What's going on? But you're in self-quarantine right now. You're in self-quarantine. So there's like a lot of thoughts. You're in process of thinking right now. So you have time for your research. And that's what's coming up. There's going to be a time of contemplation. You are actually, I don't know if you're going to believe me when I tell you this, Libra, especially when Libra is my highest viewers, okay? You don't understand. The world is put on hold so you can get your manifestation done. You've been granted. You have proven yourself, especially the ones that have highest frequencies and have been working with manifesting with others, and are the ones that were super generous, that have immense, intense knowledge of karma and know exactly how to work and manifest. You know what I'm talking about. You guys have been practicing all your lives on how to manifest. And now all of a sudden these last 6 months, you've been having memories and now it's all clicking back. Oh yeah, this is what happens when I do this. This is what happens when I do that. And it was all like this manifestation thing. It wasn't thoughts about, there was some thoughts about regret, but it was more about, oh, this is how I can do that. This is how I can do that. And you absolutely manifest everything you think about. You really do. And you've been really thinking about that now that you're backtracking. You got exactly what you wished for. So now that you're in contemplation mode and you're absolutely in everybody's mind, because air signs are, they have the gift of telepathy. I don't know if you knew this. So be careful when you're around air signs. You and other air signs, they have the gift of telepathy. They know that your heart is innocent too, so don't worry. The thing is that we need to talk about what we need. We need to talk about what we can do, because I know that we all have the best perspective of of what the outcome is for the world, especially the ones that are in high frequency. So you are now put. I'm telling you, you guys, this was a spiritual attack. This coronavirus, I'm telling you, it was a spiritual attack, because now you guys are forced to sit in quarantine and think about how to manifest. You've been given the option of 10 grand business ideas. And you didn't listen because you wanted to work on your job. And now you're forced to be put into quarantine to figure out what to do, because your job is to help society and to be fair. And once this stuff is figured out, then your love life is figured out too. And as you help other people with their issues, your love life gets better and better. Have you realized this? Spirit kicks our ass the moment we steer away from what our mission is. So enjoy what you're doing. Yeah, we all have free will. We do. We all have free will. But then we still have karma, right? We don't escape from what happens after. We still have karma. And you realize this. You've seen it happen to other people. You've seen it happen to yourself. And now you're in the process of manifesting because you're on the next stage of your life. Libra, between now and next week, you're moving. You're moving across to do something else. You're planning on a completely different lifestyle than you ever had before. I believe by this coming weekend, the person that you watch last month's reading, when I was telling you guys, there was so many options coming towards you guys, and there was betrayal too in the past that you had to deal with also, because how much generosity you gave, but then you had to deal with someone betraying you at the same time, and then you had to deal with a bunch of different options, and then there was confusion. You're leaving that. As you find your success, as you find your bliss, as you find the manifestation that you need to do, you're realizing what your journey, what your responsibility is. You're realizing this, following your own intuition. You're realizing what you're supposed to do. You're realizing what your job is in this lifetime. As you follow that gut feeling, you're leaving the path behind, whatever you went through before. You're starting a new life. By this week or the next week, from the time that you see this video, Libra or cross-watcher, within 1 week, there's going to be a new passion starting. This is such a surprise. And it's so meant to be. It's something that the universe wanted. It's something that you didn't even see yourself. You've been afraid, you've been scared, you've been worried. You've been through so many miracles. You've been gifted so much from God, and you're scared of losing it so much because of how much service you've done. You know, like it's like you feel like your whole life has been service for humanity. And you're like, how could this happen to me when I've had so much faith? I've had so much loyalty. I've tried so much. And you're like, how could this happen? This is a lesson to you, Libra. That now finally, after all of this, you're going to finally see that what true faith does when someone really does believe in it. You're going to finally see it at the end of April. Like, especially, like, you're going to start to see the gist of it after the first week of April. But then as time progresses, you're going to start seeing why you always had faith in true love. Why you always had faith in being honest. Why you always had faith in partnership. Why you had faith in helping others. You're going to see that. You're going to see why you were always generous and what the outcome of that is. This whole time, it's like you had put that burden on your shoulders. You wanted to help others. It's like you wanted to bring that feeling of Christmas for everybody else. That whole time. And there was a reason why you had to wait. There's a reason why you're meant on quarantine, and there's a reason why others are meant on quarantine right now too. And you're going to see there's a new passion beginning. Someone is deeply falling in love with you. They never realized that they could fall in love like this before. There's someone that has never ever felt in love like the way that they feel about you. And it has nothing to do with how beautiful you are. Trust me. Because I know you're gorgeous. I know you're attractive. They just know your value and they appreciate you. This is someone that knows your worth, that wants to start a new project for the manifestations that you want to start with humanity. They're coming. If you don't make the decision, don't worry, honey. It's going to be forced on you. It's coming towards you. You have your options. But the universe is pushing this one. The clue is with Leo. So if Leo is around you, Leo will be your first witness. If you are going towards a Leo right now, like let's say, for example, if you picked the Leo, okay, or the fire sign, you're going to have lots of happiness. Lots and lots and lots of happiness. If this is not a fire sign, there's a fire sign that has been in your way, and they're going to be the witness of who this person is finally your true love. This Leo will finally be convinced that this is the person that you're supposed to be with. I think that maybe there was a fire sign that had been in your way before, or maybe there was a fire sign that had constantly confused you in your life. You are going to have actual confirmation with this next fire sign. This fire sign will give you confirmation of what this true passion is when this true passion shows up this following week. This following week, you'll have a hint, and the fire sign gives you confirmation afterwards. On top of that, if it's not the fire sign that gives you confirmation, it's absolute bliss and happiness. Like, you're going to really feel like that third and fourth week, you're going to feel absolute bliss and happiness. If you don't believe me right now, there's something that's coming towards you that makes you super happy. You're walking away from whatever made you upset, and it's going to happen by next week. You're going to be very passionate. You're going to be very happy. This person, don't be worried. This person is you actually think of them like they're really attractive. I think you were kind of worried that you'd have to kind of like choose prospects that are not as attractive, because you thought maybe only people that are not attractive are the ones that have the best heart. But you're starting to realize that there's some people that have like the complete package. And this person is almost like an entrepreneur. I'm giving you a little hint of who this person is. They're almost like an entrepreneur. A lot of people are attracted to them. They do speak up when they don't understand things. Girls or other guys, like the opposite sex or the opposite energy, is extremely attracted to them because they're kind of really dominating. They're really passionate in bed, if you haven't slept with them yet. This person, the reason why it works out so great is because your guys' connection is on the same frequency. Like, you guys really get each other. If you felt like you were too good for everybody, there's a person on your frequency that is coming on your level, baby. They're coming on your level if they're not already there. Because by next week, you're going to feel their energy. And they're going to surprise you with some happiness. The happiness is coming, honey. There's a lot of fire and a lot of heat. And don't worry, because you were kind of worried that you have to keep your relationship hidden and in a secret, right? Because like before, you were kind of meeting some shady, dishonest people that don't like to talk about the truth. You're meeting a lot of liars. You like to make friends, and some people think that you like everybody. But the truth is that you just want to be sweet with everyone. So this person is like totally on your level, because here's the thing. They are also friendly with everybody. They are also not jealous. They are also a humanitarian, just like you. They want to help out the world. They want to build the project that you want to build on. They're super cool like that. And they're super attractive. Like, what more would you want? The cool thing is not only is this person smart, but everything you say, they think you're a genius. Everything you say. Because they are aware and awake, because the last few people that you've seen, even as friends, when you say something, they're not awake when you express something or explain something. This person is very aware and awake when you express and explain things. So this is what's building up the passion inside of you, because now you're starting to realize that you and this person is a power team. You're a power couple. You're starting to realize this now. You're starting to awaken. There's a warmth inside of you. There's a fire inside of you. There's a flame inside of you. You could be dealing with a fire sign. I'm telling you, I'm feeling this, like, there's this huge warmth behind me right now. I know I'm sitting underneath the sun, but as I'm explaining this energy to you, I'm telling you, I'm pushing you a warmth of energy towards you. I hope you guys can feel it. Please don't worry. I'm telling you, the past is the past. Look back. The person that's coming towards you is no joke. They are so excited to show you off. You have like you have a celebrity mode when you talk, especially when you're around this person. You build confidence. And the more you think about the past, you stutter a lot. The more you think about the past, your words, they tremble a lot. But the more you think about this person, your words are more clear. They're more crystal clear, and you think about them better because they inspire you to do better for the world. They make you think about what you can be, what you could do. They are your voice. They make your voice bigger, if that makes any sense. All right, guys. Hopefully I can come back and do another reading again next month. I would love to. If you guys have a chance, please look up Babylon and the Assyrians, also the Anunnaki, if you please get a chance. I want to really share that with you guys. If you guys like my channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And I really hope I will see you again next month. Love you all. Take care. Talk to you soon.